Hi.
Hi.
Charlie Alpha.
Hi, Charlie.
It's so good to meet you
So good to meet you.
Kampala all the way
See,
out here.
two West Africans meeting
Yeah.
in
In
East Africa. And we're both married to Kenyans, eh?
Huh?
Ha!
Just now that I think about it.
Yeah, we're both married to Kenyans.
Oh wow.
How does it feel like
Kenyans.
married to a Kenyan man?
Yeah, it's good. I like it. It's a different world I'm experiencing. It's different from what I knew. And it's beautiful.
Wow.
Every day I wake up and I'm like, okay, yeah.
But
I like
you know the chilly aspect.
Oh, Nairobi was so cold. But when I got to Kampala, it was warm. So I'm like, oh no, I miss Nairobi.
Yeah,
yeah, I missed it.
I don't know if I'm gonna say the same thing that I miss Nairobi, because I feel like Nairobi is so chilly, so cold. I remember my first time going to Nairobi, I was making noise. It's just Africa, man.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, when I was coming, it was like,
it's just Africa.
Warm clothes. I'm like,
it's just Africa. Then I got there and I was freezing. I was like, wow, that's crazy. You know, one thing that I wanted us to talk about is how the difference between being an African in West Africa and an African in East Africa.
East Africa.
Even in marriage, you see it, because now my wife needs to adjust to how to eat pepper. What about your own?
To adjust to how not to eat pepper.
So, I guess always is the man who decide what to do. Eh?
Yeah, it's the man. Sometimes I'm like, Phoebe, why are you like this? Is it because I'm the woman? So now I have to cook all the food without pepper.
Me, I think I was like, please, if you give me food without pepper, you eat alone. So now I have to make that decision. And now I remember we went to Kenya and then we requested for food, and she was like, do you have pepper? And I was looking at her face and I'm like, how?
Where did they get it from? But there's pepper, but they'll give you the one in the bottle that's been processed, and I don't like it. It's not the same.
All of us don't like that, man. All of us don't like that.
But
so you live in Uganda now?
Yeah, now we're in Uganda, and who knows where we'll be next.
Why are you moving around like that?
Because travel is the life.
Oh, okay.
So his work makes us like move around sometimes. I thought mine, because I do travel content, like I'm always like in places, but I have to be in the place where it is. So if we're in Uganda, I'm doing content in Uganda. If we're in Kenya, I'm doing content in Kenya. But if he gets another job in like maybe Rwanda, for instance, we'd have to go to Rwanda together. So yeah.
Wow. So it's the job that takes you guys around. Yeah.
It's the job.
That's incredible. No. I mean, there's nothing that is more fun than traveling. I feel like traveling should be studied in the university.
Yeah.
Because it's a course, a university degree on its own. You don't need to read in the book to find out that in Kenya it's cold.
Yes.
You don't need to read in the book that in Kampala the city is chaos. You see it with your naked eyes, A
Kenyan under one of my comment section in YouTube was like, Nigeria is supposed to be cold because of what they read in the books. And I'm like, forget the books. This is practical. I live in Nigeria. It is hot. It is hot. Except you go to like the villages where, less people, the climate is kind of But in the city, it is hot. In Nairobi, it's cold. So people are like, Nairobi is not even cold. Go to other places. Like,
yeah.
Really? Wow.
Nairobi is not cold. I remember I went to South Africa and I was dying. I was dying, man. I couldn't believe that was Africa, man.
Wow.
It was so cold that we have to wear jacket. Sometimes you wear a sweater. I don't know how you guys call it, sweater. Yeah. But even when you wear sweater, you're still feeling cold. So you have to wear a sweater and your jacket. It's like winter season. I couldn't believe it.
I heard it's going to be really cold in June, July in Nairobi. So
okay, I'll see them in September. I'll see them in September, because I'm not a big fan of cold weather. I used to live in China, which was so cold, and since I came back, I'm like, no way. I don't function in cold weathers, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
I really like it.
You like it?
Yeah. So how to be, married to a Kenyan? How did your family and everybody's like, you're going that far? My sister said I'm running away. I'm like, bye.
No, for me, I think all my life I've dated people out of Ghana.
Oh wow.
So I've dated like
Yeah.
different African countries. So I mean, marrying a Kenyan was not anything new to
Wasn't,
me.
yeah.
But I think my mom was a bit skeptical, like, hey, why are you going to marry a Kenyan? And you know, when you go to Kenya, like when I met my wife before, she used to have so many earrings, like you know, so many earrings, nose piercing, and all of that. So to my mom, that's an uncultured woman. But when she got to know her, it's like, I think it's way of life. Yeah. It's not about the hearing, you know, it's way of life. And then that was the only reason that my mom was holding back a little bit. But after getting to know her, I think she gave us our blessings. And then, yeah, we've been together for 4 years now. And it's been amazing. How many years
That's
with you
really
guys?
nice. So 1 year going, yeah, we're in the second year.
I mean, we've known each other for...
We've known each other for a year plus.
Wow. Yes. Is it love at first sight?
You can say that. I think my jollof won him over. Let me tell you the story.
Don't bring that on.
Oh,
don't.
Okay, we are not doing the Ghana and Nigerian jollof thing. I'm just talking about. But I miss Ghana jollof, by the way.
Oh.
I miss Wachi, yes.
Yeah.
What else? Oh, before I like soup. Oh my God, let's not even go there. I miss that one. I ate it, I think, 3 days consequently before I came. Yes, I was like, I'm going to eat fufu before I go.
Before I like soup.
Yeah, with goat meat and pork. The best.
Now you're making me miss home now. I really want to go back to Ghana right now. Yeah.
Anyway, my jollof story. So it was at that point where it was struggling with food because all the food in Ghana, pepper. And I'm like, there's no pepper. Come to Lagos. Guy, why are you shouting? But then I had to start cooking his meals. And then the favorite for him was jollof.
Oh.
Yeah, so.
Oh, I hope you're cooking the Ghana way.
No.
The Nigerian way.
I was cooking the Nigerian way.
Okay,
Yeah.
I mean, like the Nigerian jollof looks like the Kenyan pilau, so it's okay.
Not really.
It doesn't get closer to the main jollof.
No. Pilau is different. It's brown and it's dry. The jollof is like orangish. Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
Anyway, I sent the jollof, and then I made a couple of Kenyan dishes for him. So I'll go out and look for what is ugali. So I went to the market. I was looking for maize flour. So I bought some maize flour with a small fish.
Okay.
Yeah, I made with skumawiki. I got it in Ghana. Yes.
Skumawiki in Ghana?
Yes. And he was like, Daddy, I just called him. I'm like, are you coming early from work? He said, yes. So like, okay, good. So when he came and he saw, he was like,
I guess that caught his attention.
I'm telling you, the next time it was chapati. We made the chapati together, and then we enjoyed it with chicken, and yeah. So
it's the effort for me. It's the effort for me.
Yeah, because he was really struggling.
Wow.
I'm like, okay, this guy.
And finally, the rest is history. But what were you doing in Ghana, by the way?
I was living. I mean, people ask me all the time, "What are you doing?" When I was in Ghana, people were like, "What are you doing in Ghana?" When I miss, I'm like, "I'm just living. Like, I'm just breathing. I'm just living my life. Like, I'm living here." I finished school in Ghana. I didn't want to live in Nigeria again. When I went back, the heat, the everything, there was no light. It was so frustrating for me.
Wow.
So I'm like, okay, I'm going back to Ghana. My dad is like, bye. I don't know why you came before, because I already knew that you can't manage here anymore, because like the life is kind of like different, and then the security and everything. So I'm like, okay, I'm going back. So I went back. I couldn't get a job because I schooled in Ghana, but I'm like, it's supposed to be easy, but I couldn't. I'm a radio presenter, so I was going to all the stations, doing interviews. But when the citizens have not even gotten the job,
how much more than foreigners?
So I came to understand that it might not be possible. So let me just think of something else to do. So I started searching online. I came across social media management and marketing. So I started learning how to do designs, how to manage pages, it's a lot of learning, but I stuck to that, and it became like the gateway for me, because I started making money from people in the UK, because like I started targeting people out there, like even if it's Nigerians in the UK, you can still charge them more than people in
In Nigeria.
Nigeria. Yeah, so I started looking out, and people in Ghana too. I got a few, one or two clients, and then that was it.
Mm,
Got my
mm.
apartment, I was stable. Then I met this guy.
The rest is history.
History again.
He took you away from us.
I'm telling you.
He took you away from
Sorry,
us.
but dating in Ghana is tough.
Dating in Ghana is tough.
Oh my god. Everybody's after something.
Like
Every
what?
guy wants something and the ladies want something. So it's like an exchange. So it is so open, people know it. And it
So,
makes
but you know, I think some of the things that makes dating in Ghana so I mean bad for so many people is the fact that sometimes the women are always expecting something like, okay, I'm inviting you to my place, or we want to meet
yeah.
in a restaurant to even eat. Now I have to make sure I send you the money for
Oh my god.
Uber,
Transport.
the
That is the
transport for you to
worst.
get there. When you get there, I have to pay for the food. When you're going back, I have to make sure that I sort you out before you go. I feel like for me, at some point, I felt like the relationship was all about money. You understand?
So
And
what you want.
exactly. And the guys too, they know it. So if I'm spending that amount of money, you can't come to my house and go scot
That's
free.
why it became like that. So everybody just openly says,
Exactly.
this is what I want,
This-
what I'm getting. And
Ah.
it made the whole thing messy. So when I met this person, I'm like, oh my god, this is it. I'm leaving. I'm leaving.
Ah. Wow. I hope things get better in Ghana. I mean, I'm not saying every Ghanaian woman is like that, but that's the system.
Yeah.
That's the system, and I hope
So,
things change.
yeah.
You know.
When
Yeah.
you meet people, you can't tell, is this person for real or the person wants this? It's just
I have a friend who moved from the UK to Ghana. She's been struggling to find the right one.
somebody,
Like
yeah.
she's been struggling, especially the diasporans that come by. They see you as a target. You know.
A lot of times you just be alone because
Yeah.
I mean, before I met this guy, I was alone for like 2 years. I didn't date, I didn't do anything. But I had somebody that, you know, we knew that it wasn't anything, but we were there for each other. But like it was because I was tired. I was like, okay, at this point I'm done. Everybody you meet, before you know it, even the church boy. Yeah, even the one you meet in the church and you're like, oh my god, this guy sings in the choir, this guy's so good. The moment he gets it, it's off. I'm like, okay.
That's how it is, man. That's how it is. That's how it is. I mean, like, on to the next one.
And I don't know what's in sex because now that I get it comfortably, I'm like, guy, please, sometimes just leave me alone.
Yeah.
Because like,
that's it.
Yeah, there's nothing.
That's it. I mean, I think some people that I think I have friends that what they do is like they wanna know how many women that they've slept with. They count it. Yeah, they count it.
To get a trophy.
Yeah, I don't know. It's sometimes I sit down because right now I cannot sit down and have conversations like this because I feel like it doesn't add any value to my life.
Exactly.
So I mean, if I meet my age mates, we can't even click because some of the conversations that you're having, it's all about sex, and it doesn't even make sense. You know, doesn't really make sense. But I'm just hoping that people will change and then date people for who they are. And you know, I feel like relationship or marriage in general, it's not even about love. What I've learned, it's not about love. It's about who built you, who makes you better. Because you might be bored. Who make like when you want to give up, somebody is there for you. That's to me, that's marriage, or that's a relationship. Somebody to talk to when you're winning, somebody to talk to when you're losing, somebody to talk to when you're down.
That's very important.
Yeah, for me, that's more important than the sex aspect of a relationship. Because like I didn't know all these things until I started like meeting people, mentors started talking to me, and I was like, wow. You know, well, one's a bad boy, but yeah.
You left the street.
No, I left. Now we're looking for money.
Yeah, exactly.
Now we're looking for money. Yeah. Looking for money.
Something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly, man. But how long have you been a YouTuber?
It's been, I started in Nigeria, but it wasn't really, when I got to Ghana, it wasn't really making sense. I go out, I go to the Volta region, but the views were not there.
How come I never saw your videos?
But when I got to Kenya and I started posting, I first of all posted about my like from Nigeria to Ghana to Kenya. And then it blew up. And then after
Wow.
that, all of my videos are getting 10K, 30K views. And I'm like, oh my
Oh,
God, this is
nice,
good. This
nice.
is good.
So one thing I love about Kenyans is like they consume a lot of content. They
Yeah.
consume content than so we have 3 countries that consume content: Kenya, Nigeria, and then South Africa. But the country that can blow your channel up is South Sudan.
South Sudan. Ah, okay.
Because most of them live in the diaspora.
Okay.
Kenya, reason why you get a lot of views is Kenyans have access to internet. So many people have access to internet.
Yeah, the internet is.
Yeah, access to internet. I love that thing about them. And I was telling Kenyans like, hey, if you're a Kenyan YouTuber and you have like maybe 500,000 subscribers, that's someone living in Nigeria having 10,000 subscribers. Because it's a struggle.
It's a struggle.
Especially Ghana. It's a struggle. Ghana.
Ghana is what? Like, and I understand because the data does not last.
Yeah.
Same thing with Nigeria. But the data in Kenya, where you buy, like the data is quite like it's not expensive.
It's affordable.
But it's what's it called? It's not going to finish. It's what's it called?
Unlimited.
Unlimited.
Yeah.
So if it's unlimited, it's unlimited. When you buy unlimited in Nigeria, 2 weeks is finished.
There's nothing like unlimited in Ghana.
Like unlimited
in Ghana. Yeah. There's nothing like that. There's nothing like that.
It's just. So I understand why people don't really, because they don't have the time to. But for me, sometimes when I'm uploading the YouTube video, I just start watching another YouTuber and I leave it overnight. So when the video is done, this one is done, the end, I go to, I'm ready to
exactly
because the data is there.
Yeah, I that's one thing I love about Kenya. And I will encourage more Kenyans to take advantage of the internet that they have.
They have to.
Yeah.
Some come to my channel and they're like, you guys come here and you're doing so well. And I'm like, instead of you to look at what we're doing and start doing it, because I'm not going to sit around and say, oh, this is not my country. They're not doing anything. I'm going to take advantage of everything that you have that you're not using. I'm going to
exactly.
Yes.
I think I've done, if you check my videos from Kenya, all of them are about 400,000 views. Every video. I have a video with 1 million views. I have a video with 2 million views from Kenya, 1 million views from Kenya. Like, I was telling my wife, like, Kenya is the place for me. If I want to maybe blow up, maybe I'm tired, I'll just go to Kenya. 5 videos, I'm out. 5 videos and I'm out. Yeah, I mean, so I encourage. It's just that some of the content are just so dramatic kind of content, which is not my kind of content. But even the entrepreneurship series that I create, when I create in Kenya, all of them blows up. Yeah.
Someone was even telling me that, when I posted the video of how I met my husband, someone was telling me that, that you know that, people in the comments were saying, why can't you guys just marry your Nigerian brothers and leave us for our Kenyan brothers? Somebody was now like, have you seen Miss Trudy is married to a Ghanaian? What are you talking about? So that guy also like, people can't tell people to stay where they are. If I fall in love with somebody, I'm married. It's not my business that you didn't see him before.
But if it's a white person, it's okay.
I mean, like, yeah.
I've seen them. I've seen them like because I see so many Kenyan women marrying white people, and their audience are okay. Yeah. The audience are okay. But when it comes to West Africa, like, I think when I started dating Trudy, Kenyans will come to my DM, insult me. Oh yeah. Wow. Sometimes I show her. Sometimes I feel like just letting it go. I've been threatened. People threatening to kill me for just dating, and some of them were like,
she was there all along.
She was there all along. You know what? Like, people were like, you want to use her and dump her. That's how you West Africans are. Like, it was too much. It was too much. But I don't really care about what people think on the internet. I'm just doing my thing, and that's it. That's it.
You know what you want, and then she knows what she wants.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. But it's good to see you. You know, really good to see you. Exactly. I can't believe that you were at the Ghana event and I never saw you. You know.
I even spoke.
To me.
I spoke in the mic.
Really?
And you asked a question. What do you do, and how do you like YouTube, and what?
Wow.
My channel wasn't even doing well then. And then I'm a social media manager and what, yeah.
But enjoy Kampala. Keep doing what you do.
Yeah.
The sky is the limit.
I know it.
Please subscribe, subscribe so that we can pay the bills.
I'm telling you. Buy some chicken from Ghana.
Exactly.
Okay,
All right.
guys.
Bye.
Bye.